burp. Rory McGrath makes guest appearance on Holby.
Come on.
Scotch Egg Wally on Celebrity MasterChef.
Tim, he's observed a lot of really good cooking. He knows what good food should taste like.
Wally. And bloke unwilling to give his picture to Melvin Bragg on Real History of Britain. Give me the picture. It's my picture. Don't want you to have my picture. Give me the picture. I don't want to give you the picture. Hey, great news. The coach trip is still going. And what we all love about coach trip are the fascinating characters it throws up. Like Stephen.
We've had a caravan on a nature site for 6 years down in Cambridgeshire, and it becomes a way of life.
Hey, come on, Steve, give someone else a chance. She can't get a word in edgeways.
We're probably going to see people, do things and places that we never had a chance to do.
He's the original Mr. Chatterbox, isn't he? That look on his face looks like there's another person inside Stephen looking out.
We've had a caravan on a nature site down in Cambridgeshire.
Help! My name is Ian and I'm stuck inside Stephen's body. Help me! Help me! Help me! Poor Stephen. The fact that his body is haunted has affected his coordination.
Experiencing another first, with Stephen struggling to get his kit off.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Well, easily done. Actually, talking of hats, where's my new hat? It's got a sort of brown and white swirly design on it. Where is my new hat?
Something spicy, sweet and sour. My Asian chili jam. Comfort in a jar. And it's great for gifts, by the way. And then 5 spice baked ribs with a sticky honey sesame sauce. And finally, there's edible comfort in dessert form.
My name is Ian and I'm stuck inside Stephen's body. Alright, now, yes, Lorraine Pascal is back with home cooking made easy. And for Lorraine, it's all about comfort food.
At this time of year, I always crave comfort foods. So I always make sure I've got the ingredients in to make those nostalgic, cozy dishes that just make you feel...
fatter. What stops home cooking made easy from being just another cookery show? Well, it's Lorraine's hilarious anecdotes.
When I was at primary school, I absolutely loved the puddings. We had things like spotted dick, jam roly-poly and treacle tart. One day, I went to my friend's house for tea. And when we walked in, her mum said we were going to have cheesecake. And I thought, cheesecake? What, a bit of cheddar on sponge? But when she gave it to us, I realised it wasn't a bit of cheddar on sponge, and I absolutely loved it.
Nice story. Lorraine knows that showbiz is fickle, and it's always good to have something to fall back on.
I'm doing a degree at university at the moment, and I'm right in the middle of my dissertation. So I've been sitting in the library trying to study, but all I can think about are my spicy baked ribs with sticky honey sauce.
Oh, grow up. X Factor now, and last week we were whisked away to the judges' houses and the special guest mentors. So, who had who?
My guest judge today is absolutely phenomenal. The amazing Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson! Everyone very, very excited.
Please welcome my guests, everybody.
Robbie! Everyone very excited.
I introduce to you Jessie.
Jessie J! Everyone very excited. What about Louis?
To help me in my judge's home today, I've got somebody very special. She knows an awful lot about the X Factor. Can I introduce to you, Senorita Sanita?
Sunita. I was disappointed to see that Jade didn't get through to the final four in her group. I don't know what it was about Jade, but every time I saw her at the weekend, I just fancied a hula hoop.
It's definitely been one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. I'm just so lucky to be here.
Thanks, Jade. Oh, that's a bit tangy. Must be barbecue beef. It looks like Kitty is going to be the one to divide the audience, as she has self-admitted.
I really feel like this is my last chance. A lot of people don't really get me as an artist. You either love me or you hate me.
I'm not sure. Isn't it weird when you end up looking like the person you're talking about?
In England, the bloated tyrant King Henry VIII wanted Scotland for himself, whatever it took.
Henry VIII was a brute.
I just popped my Parker on and nipped down the shops. Yeah. Excuse me for a moment. I'm only asking her the way to the nearest Londis. Perhaps I'll try later. Which brings us to our TV burp, Poetry Corner. TV burp, Poetry Corner.
My first nomination is Maisie, and that is because I just think she's a bit lazy.
Hey, Downton Abbey's back. Yes, and I don't know about you, but I've noticed that it's a lot ruder this time round.
It's Captain Smiley, isn't it? We haven't met yet, but I'm Edith Crawley, and tomorrow I can show you where everything is.
Cheeky.
I don't know many people who'd threaten me behind the laurels.
I bet you do.
William? Do you want to go up top?
That's enough! I love all the characters, even the new ones, like Lady Grantham's Thirsty Cane.
So now I'm allowed to say.
Everything looks nice. Can I just have a sip? I'm terribly thirsty.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Yes, it does get thirsty, that. It does get thirsty. It does get thirsty, that cane. This week, there appeared an urgent note. Yeah, just what was it all about?
Where's Mr. Branson? He's just taken up the soup. Why? Read that.
What in God's name?
Read this. Where is he now?
Oh, my God. No. Oh, thanks, Carl. Oh, Hal, my name is Ian, and I'm stuck inside Stephen's body. I see that David Attenborough has defected to Sky with flying monsters.
This little lizard.
Went to market. So even though Dave's on Sky, I must say I had been really looking forward to the BBC's Planet Dinosaur, the new version of Walking with Dinosaurs. I was a bit disappointed in the special effects. Of course not. No, this was Rex Appeal on BBC4, which charted the history of dinosaurs in the movies and gave viewers an insight into how accurately they were portrayed. And when it came to it, the two big prehistoric stars of the silver screen were Godzilla and King Kong.
It's a screaming noise, this kind of ah noise that you hear, which thinks that's probably a dinosaur.
You can show a paw, you can show a claw, and you just get a hint of what's to come.
I like a paw, but I like a claw, but which is better? There's only one way to find out. TV Burp. Kirsty fed up with married life on location.
So, honestly, Lucy, you wouldn't believe how many times men just aren't up for it.
Tommy Cooper Training School on Fry's Planet Word. And Trey heavier than it looks on Downton Abbey.
Mr. Lang, get a cup.
Oh, just a sec. I've just got to pop this on and
Cell blockage was on a loop on one of them satellite channels. I was in the element. Happy birthday, sis.
Just do that every now and then. Yeah. Yes, it's Corrie. And Steve McDonald actor Simon Gregson has just got his new contract through.
You're right, Steve.
How'd it go?
7 years at least.
Oh, God. Corrie, and how do people up north entertain themselves now there's a recession on? Yes, good that. But there's a new face we spotted on Corrie. Yeah, but as soon as I saw him, I knew that he's going to be a big star for the future. That's right, it's TV Burp's Stars of Tomorrow today. TV Burp, Stars of Tomorrow today. ITV's Missing Millions now. So, what's the idea exactly?
Welcome to Missing Millions, the show that unites you with money you never knew you had. All 15 billion pounds of it.
15 billion quid! It can't all belong to me, surely.
That is the staggering amount of money lying unclaimed in Britain's bank vaults. Some of them not very far from where we are, right here in the City of London. But that money does not belong here. It belongs to you.
Sweet. Yeah, a fortune in unpaid insurance policies. But hang on, how much was it again?
Oliver Kent, who died a pauper, failed to ever cash in on his savings policy, now worth nearly £6,000.
Today, there's £4,000 sitting unclaimed in her accounts.
We've tracked down one of the beneficiaries of Betty's forgotten policy, which is now worth £3,000.
They're not exactly 15 billion, is it? No matter. It makes you wonder how these policies end up unclaimed.
This unclaimed money is going to go to Graham, but you set up the policy.
Well, my husband did. We forgot about it.
And how can you forget about something like this?
Don't know.
She's forgotten now. She forgot about it. Melanie went in search of Cyril, who was in for £7,500. Yeah, nice payout, but careful, Mel. There's a dog on the loose.
Oh, dear, beware of the dog. If he's still alive, he'd be 96.
It's very old for a dog. She eventually tracks down Cyril's brother, Montague, and he's got some information about his brother.
I've been trying to find your brother Cyril because I've got some news for him.
Have you?
Do you know where he is?
Oh, we went to Australia years ago.
Oh, good. I was told South Africa.
No.
Australia.
She's found him. He's in Australia. Hooray!
he still there?
Hey,
Cyril, is he still
nearly
there?
died.
Yeah, sorry, guys. So, just what is the message from this show exactly?
So, just sometimes it can pay off to forget all about a savings policy.
Yeah, well, I'll try that then.
Later we'll be showing you how you might inherit from unclaimed insurance policies you've never heard of.
Yeah, I'll take out an insurance policy, deliberately forget about it, and then once I've completely forgotten about it, I'll claim on a policy I've never even heard of. Brilliant. Thanks, Paul. Which brings us to our TV highlight of the week. TV highlight of the week.
Ça va, Mario? Bon week-end?
Non.
Non? Travail samedi? Oh là là.
Gino D'Acampo's new vehicle, there's a no taste like a home. Now, in which people are asked to share their family recipes. First up was Grandad Harry's Chroma Crab Bake, cooked by David, who was a fisherman by trade.
I can't dress a crab. I always vowed I can catch them, I'll land them, I'll boil them, but I will not dress. And my wife is the one that always dressed my crabs for me.
Put your arm through. Put your arm through, not your leg, the arm. Don't forget it, just wear the dress. But she was never going to get into them, was she? So, what were the family recipes on offer? Well, Dawn had one that had been in the family for years.
Dawn Pollock is making Nanny Maud's rabbit pie.
Nanny Maud's rabbit pie. Why is it called that, Dawn?
It's from my nanny, my great Nanny Maud.
Came from the Nanny Maud, hence Nanny Maud's rabbit pie. Makes perfect sense.
Right now, it's time to serve up.
That's Dawn's Nanny Maud's rabbit pie.
Hang on, is it called Nanny Maud's rabbit pie or Dawn's Nanny Maud's rabbit pie?
You must be very proud that a dish that has been in your family for so long, all of a sudden on a restaurant menu.
Yeah, but my grandmother used to do it, you see.
And your grandmother as well.
Hang on a sec, is it Nanny Maud's rabbit pie or Dawn's father Bob's grandmother's rabbit pie?
Dawn Pollock is making Granny Maud's classic rabbit pie.
Who's Granny Maud?
Don't go back as far as my great-granddad.
Great-granddad Stephen's pie? What about Nanny Maud's rabbit pie?
I've taken on all my grandmother's recipes. Yeah, I don't always call it rabbit pie, I call it memory pie.
Memory pie? Make your mind up. Anyway, let's find out who the There's No Taste Like Home winner is.
The winner of There's No Taste Like Home is... the rabbit pie.
Who's rabbit pie? Nanny Maud's, Granny Maud's, Granddad Stephen's what? On EastEnders this week, they were having a good old-fashioned pub sing-along.
It's time for my lunch anyway.
No, you shouldn't have to leave. We've already set him for now. Get Tommy out of this nuts and bakes thing. Oh, you think it's funny? No. You think it's funny, do you? And you all out.
You put your left leg in, your left leg
Out.
in. You shake it all about. You do and you turn around, and that's what it's all about. Of course, sadly this week saw the exit from the square of Eddie Moon, or as we know him, David Essex. He's a little older now, but he's still got an eye for the ladies. And just who was that mystery blonde on his lap?
I need some action, all right? I need it now.
And now for the return of an item that we call I Certainly Didn't Expect to See That. I've seen so many things since I've been doing this show, from Wagbo to a piano-playing cat. Anything is possible, or so they say, but
is this?
This was Hedge Wars, which followed a number of people in their battles with their neighbour's hedge. And that was Les, who's got a giant lay landy for a reason, to save his neighbour's blushes.
How would you fancy taking this hedge down? And I said, well, I could, Rose, but I do walk around the garden with nothing on. And she said, well, I have brought up 5 sons, you know. And I said, it's not your sons I'm bothered about, Rose, it's your granddaughters when they come. So she thought about it and she says, well, I must admit, I do like seeing all the little dicky birds going in and out there. Leave it as it is.
Over the hedge, new neighbours, mercifully shielded.
Have you seen what he gets up to on the other side, though?
No, we can't see anything. We can only hear him if he's on his karaoke in the conservatory.
What could be more natural than a bit of nude hedge trimming karaoke? It's time to find out, ladies and gentlemen, from Keithley, it's Les! Thanks, Les. Well, that's all from us. Good night.